Hello everyone, it's Sensei Tom. I'm here in my house, which is not where I had hoped to shoot this video. I hoped to find an outside place, but the rain did not cooperate with me today, so here I am. Gonna go over kind of a quick workout that you guys can practice while we're practicing social distancing, and teach you maybe some new steps as well. And some turns and things, so that you can work on them, so that when we do get back together, we can start working on those first katas. Katas are forms in karate where essentially you're sort of battling an invisible attacker. So we'll start on some of the turns that you'll have to practice to do that first form that we learn here. In Goju-Ryu, it's called Taikyoku. Taikyoku is translated as like greatest or first kata, and there's several different forms using different blocks and stuff, but the general pattern is on the same on all of them. So we're going to start that once we all get back together. In the meantime, like I said, I'll teach you the turns that you'll have to practice. So we will be focusing on our feet after we run through some of our basics, just to kind of warm up. So that's the story. First thing, as always, I'm going to go ahead and bow into you respectfully. It's sort of a one-on-one class here, so I won't do all three formal bows. And then we'll go ahead and warm up. I am going to do 30 jumping jacks, so that we'll have 30 jumping jacks on video here for you guys to do along with me at home, so you can hear the Japanese counting as well. And then after that, we'll do some stretches, but always remember, when you're working out on your own, you want to stretch to whatever you need to be stretched to. So if the things I do here aren't enough, then feel free to pause the video and do some more stretches till you feel comfortable going into your basics. So let's go ahead and do 30 jumping jacks together to get started, and I will count. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju, ju-ich, ju-ni, ju-san, ju-chi, ju-go, ju-rook, ju-sich, ju-hach, ju-ku, ni-ju, ni-ju-ich, ni-ju-ni, ni-ju-san, ni-ju-chi, ni-ju-go, ni-ju-rook, ni-ju-sich, ni-ju-hach, ni-ju-ku, sanju. That's our 30. Awesome. Let's go ahead and stretch out like we usually do with our legs. Remember, do this for a little bit. And then straighten out and lean over. I'm going to kind of go through them fast here so you're not bored on video. And of course we have our Spider-Man stretch on our knee. So don't forget that one. That's the one we all have the most fun with. Go ahead and stretch this way. And straighten up and over. And Spider-Man. All right, so let's go ahead and stretch our backs out a little bit. So hang down a little, relax everything, and then roll up. Put your arms out, and back down. Roll up. Put your arms out. Good. Let's go ahead and stretch our arms out a little bit. Remember this one. Going across. Usually, if you notice, I use this opportunity to kind of stretch my wrists out too. I'll be kind of rotating them and pushing them down and up. Other one. And stretch that wrist a little. And then back over your head. Other side. All right, so there's our stretching. Again, you might want to stretch your neck a little bit. If you don't feel fully stretched out, you can certainly pause here and stretch anything else you feel like needs to be stretched more for you. All right, so let's start with our basics. We're going to step out. We're going to do them sort of like formal basics. I know we've talked a little bit about this. So I'm going to have us stand in Kyosuke, then Masuba-dashi, Kame, then Migi, right side, Sanchin-dashi. So we're going to step out and block with our right hand. Okay, so the first block we're going to practice is our Jodan Uke, which is our upper block. So we'll do 10 of these. So let's go ahead and put your arm in position. And each knee, san, chi, go. Now let's do the rest at regular speed. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. All right, now remember, the important thing to remember with that is that you're doing both steps. So there's the 1, which is the initial block, and then 2, which is the clearing out. 1, 2. And make sure you're switching arms. Okay. So then we'll go to middle block position. And middle block, also remember there's 2 parts. There's the block, and we just slide this under and clear. So that's each, knee, san, chi, go, in regular speed, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Excellent. And we'll do down block position. Right here. And what we're going to do, we're going to do our down blocks instead of the Jogi Uke. I know I worked on that with some of you. We're just going to practice down blocks on this. So again, there's two motions. 1 is the initial block. 2 is the sweep away. So the initial block, then you bring your other hand up to your shoulder, sweep away. So let's go ahead and do those. Each, knee, san, chi, go, regular speed. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Good, so there's our blocks. Let's go ahead and go back to Masuba-dashi. So I would say Nolte. Put this foot. Come back to Masuba-dashi. Okay. Let's go ahead and practice our punches. With punches, we're going to step out into Hidari, which is left side Sanchin-dashi. And the way we do that is we sink a little, reach out, and then we punch. Okay. And these are going to be middle area punches. So we're not going to practice targets today. So let's go ahead and do middle area punches 1 at a time. So each, remember you're pushing out and then turning over just at the last second. Knee, san, chi, go. All right, we'll go to regular speed. And if you can, start to kind of get your hips into that motion. So kind of throw your arm out with your hip a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. See the way the ends of my belts are flopping around? It shows I'm using my whole core to get my arm out there, because our arms are pretty flimsy things by themselves. If we can get the whole weight of our body behind them into these 2 knuckles, then that's where we get some power. So, all right, so we do 1 punch. Let's do 2 punches. So I'm going to go ahead and count those off. Each, knee, san, chi, go, rook, sich, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. So in a nolte, we'll bow here for now. The next basics we're going to work on is kicks, and a turn sideways for those. And what we'll do is we'll do those in what they call heikodash, which we call heikodash, which is just kind of a relaxed posture. So your feet are about shoulder width apart. You're going to get your arms up to protect yourself. And like I said, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see all 4 parts of the kick. Remember, it's important to put all 4 parts in. And I'll do a couple with the 4 counts so that you can practice them that way if you want. And then we'll do 10 regulars. So remember, switching legs and starting with our right. So 4 count kick. Ich, ni, san, chi. Ich, ni, san, chi. Alright, 1 kick each count. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, rook, sich, hach, tu, ju. So there's our 10 kicks. Awesome. So we've run through our basics, which is a good start for today. That's kind of a piece there that you can kind of run over and over. If you want to keep practicing all those basics, you can do that way. As I mentioned, the next thing we're going to work on sort of in our curriculum is our first kata, which is taikyoku.